Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network. And we are back here with the Lopers. We are blended and winning today as usual. Welcome to Tuesday. How are you guys?
Good morning.
How are you doing, Jill?
Stacey, I'm great. How are you? Would you mind introducing yourself to our listeners today?
Well, my name is Joaquin Loper.
And I am Stacey Loper, and we are blended and winning.
And so are you.
Thank you. We all are, right?
Yes,
right.
we are all blended and winning. Yes.
Great. Well, please introduce yourself and your company to us. And I love the new background there. It looks like the two of you. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Your YouTube channel.
Yes.
Once again, my name is Joaquin Loper, and we run a business called it's Blended and Winning.
Yeah, it is definitely blended and winning.
Yeah, it's really blended and winning.
Yes, it's about international love, laughter, hope. It's about bringing families, faith, and marriages together, making them strong again, making them one united front and not a great divide. That is what
That's
winning
what we're
is.
about.
Yes.
That's the epitome of what we are about.
Yes.
Wonderful. And it's blendedandwinning.com. And how else do we get in touch with you?
On YouTube, and you definitely want to subscribe to YouTube. That's Joaquin and Stacey Loper. Joaquin and Stacey Loper. Again, you can find us on TikTok at that Loper Lady and Instagram at blended_and_winning.
Perfect. And what do we have in store for today? Always a good conversation with the two of you.
Oh, yes.
Well,
today, yes, I will give him the honor of talking about what we're doing today.
Well, Jill, we're going to stay on the same topic that we've been staying on consistently since we started this, but we're going to bring it all together. And we started our own TV show on YouTube.
The one on YouTube behind you? What is it called? Loper what?
It's called That Loper Love.
Yes.
It is coming to YouTube, premiering January the 18th at 9:00 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Congratulations. This is awesome. Oh my God. When did you start shooting it, or is it like a live stream? Tell me about it.
Well, it's going to be 8 to 10 episodes every week on Tuesday. So look, once you log on to and subscribe to Blended
Calm down, baby.
Joaquin
He's excited.
Yes, this is really exciting, man. My wife has been asking me for years, what would I do if we got a large, substantial amount of money? What would we invest in? And I've always said one or two things. And she just said, let's just invest in us. Mm-hmm. And this is something that this is nothing that we set out to do. This is something people have been speaking into our lives for almost 8 years now. And my wife was just sitting around one day and we just started brainstorming. And we just came up with topics about what we would talk about, what we've experienced in our family, because of our profession, what we do and our business do, some of the things we've been through and a lot of other marriages go through. And everything else fell in place. We made 1 or 2 phone calls and it was like an avalanche of opportunities and resources that came our way that we weren't looking for, but they came to find us. And man, now here we are.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, so That Loper Love is really all about love, laughter, and hope. It's about what we do every day with our kids.
I was going to say, are we having crews follow you? It's like a reality show. It's going to be edited, and it's not just a live stream. This is like,
yes, ma'am.
Like it has already been recorded. Episodes are already in place and everything. Like the premiere is January 18th.
Oh my gosh! Congratulations! Wow, it's going to be bigger than like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Seriously.
We're wanting people to shift. We're definitely wanting people to shift to see a new norm on TV. We want people to see a new norm in reality TV. Mm-hmm. That's our desire, is to see that family, faith, and marriage can be strong, that it can be everything that that society is calling it to be. It's not about the drama.
Yes.
It's about truly seeing how families operate, like really how families operate, and how love, laughter, and hope plays a huge part of daily operations for all families.
Yeah. And truly that any and every family, any and every marriage can have what they desire to have. Mm-hmm. It just comes with a little hard work, compromise, and and a lot of prayer and togetherness.
Yes, unity.
Unity. My wife, and I want to say this on this podcast since we have so many listeners.
Sure.
I joke a lot with my wife. Y'all see her joking with me.
Sometimes too much.
So you can push your buttons in a sense.
Yes.
But that's my job.
Okay. At least I know that's a part of your job. His job description includes
his job. I love it. Okay.
She definitely pushes mine. But I want to just say it publicly that and my wife is amazing. Man, this would not be possible without her work, her just
tenacity, her drive,
tenacity, her
passion, her love.
Keep pushing me. Oh, keep going, Jill. Keep going. I thought you wanted to give me some more.
I mean,
But this girl right here, she's just my rock, man. And without her pushing me and inspiring us, man, this wouldn't be possible. This wouldn't be possible. Yes, the ideas are out there, but she corrects me when I go too far left.
Mm-hmm.
She brings me back in the road,
which is usually daily.
Yeah,
right.
When I go too far right, she straightens me back up. And I want the public to just thank her for everything that she does for us.
Well, you're welcome. You're right. I do it for us. I know what our desires, what our vision is for the family, and why not? Why not do that? Like I shared with you, if you gave me 20 grand, what am I investing? I'm investing in us.
Yep.
Because I know we're worth it and so much more.
That's it.
So
that's all I wanted to say in public. So, okay, back to the show.
Beautiful. Back to the show. Congratulations. So we can subscribe now to the YouTube channel. What is it again?
Joaquin and Stacey Loper.
Perfect.
And you want to subscribe because the only way that you'll be able to get every episode every week starting January the 18th is if you are subscribed to our page.
Okay.
If you don't want to miss it, because there's going to be jokes, there's going to be crying, there's going to be laughing, there's going to be, we do a family night. You definitely don't want to miss that episode where we play game night with the family and kids. And
how long has this been in the process for? I know it's been under wraps, but like before we started talking, I'm assuming like months.
Yes.
You guys are good at keeping secrets.
Yeah.
And this isn't something that we normally do.
What?
Just to keep secrets, because this was something that really we want to make sure that follow through.
Look, if Joaquin if he hadn't told me, Stacey, you better not open up your mouth, honey, everybody would have known. Everybody would have known. But he was like, Stacey, no, I want it to come full circle. And once it comes full circle, then we can release the information. Honey, I would have been told somebody. I would have been like, girl, we got a TV show coming out. Like, honey.
Yeah, she would have.
So I would have. I ain't gonna lie. I would have been like,
But another thing this show is about, Jill, it's about showing people that if you stick to your dreams, your desires, man, you can do it.
Yeah, don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Truth of the matter is, when you look at us as a married couple, truth be told, we should not be who we are. Matter of fact, we should not still be married. If you look at us statistically, from where we come from, our backgrounds, our past, even how our marriage started, we should not be together. But we stuck through it.
Yeah.
We still through it, and we as individuals, we matured in order for our marriage to grow, in order for our marriage to survive. We had to grow as individuals. So, man, this show is truly going to be able to help couples and individuals understand that, man, if you put the hard work in, and you get the reward. Period.
To stick to it, because I mean, there were many days we wanted to give up. There were many days we wanted to not come home from work. There were many days that we just wanted to say, you know what, this just isn't going to work. And think about it, I'm on marriage number 3. So for me, it would have been extremely easy to just say, you know what, this is just that would have been the easy route for me.
Yeah.
So just being able to stick to it and know that there was something much bigger
then that brought you together in the first place. Maybe we should work on it.
Exactly. So it was something so much bigger than us. And it's like, there is something keeping us here. And so there's a plan and a purpose much greater than us. Yeah. And that's what we want people to understand about their lives. Even we make stupid choices. We make bad decisions. We all do. But that doesn't mean you give up on yourself. You don't do that. Because if you give up on you, then that means everybody around you gives up on you, because I can't want something for you more than you want it for you.
Yes.
Very true.
And I've learned that. I've learned that with family and everything. It's like, I want this for you all so bad, but if you don't want it for you, there's nothing I can do, because I can't make it happen for you.
Yeah.
You've got to put in the work.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know,
yep.
And that's the one thing that I love about Joaquin is that he will definitely listen and he will hear me when I bring something to the table. I don't care how out in left field it is or how like ridiculous it might sound because we can't visually see it right in front of us.
Yeah.
But he definitely will take it into consideration. He was like, Stacey, and I'm like, just trust me, just you know. And so we do a lot of that. Just trust me with each other, you know. So. So yeah, it is. It's about pulling together because you can't do it alone. You cannot do it by yourself. You know, and we know that we don't know where that Loper Love is going to go from YouTube. We don't know, but we know that it's much bigger than where it is right now because this is just the beginning.
Yeah. And how could you give us some Loper love today? What do we have in store? Because the two of you, for those that don't know, I mean, you work with couples constantly, individuals about relationships, life coaching. I mean, all in general, you do so much to help people. What is on tap for today? What topic? I mean, last week was great. Every week's great, but
you said last week was great.
Well, go ahead.
So we want to talk about how I'm just going to segue into it to where people feel like their story has ended because of a bad breakup, maybe some family issues, maybe they're going through something with their mom, their children, or something, and they feel like it's the end. But one of the things people don't understand is there is this thing called an appendix. And what is an appendix? An appendix is additional information at the end of a story or at the end of a manual. Okay. And no one ever thinks to look there.
Yep.
No one ever thinks that, you know what, I have an appendix. That's additional information that I didn't think about that I can actually put into place. Yeah. Okay. And so your story is not over because you haven't even explored the appendix. Yeah. Hence, us coming out with our first book together called The Appendix.
Hey, wow, congrats. Oh my God. I love it. Look at you two. Tell me more about appendix. I love it. Never looked at it that way. Wow.
Yes. And so this is an extensive manual to help reset, restore, and renew your life, your relationship, and your marriages. Yeah. So it's for everyone. It's for everyone to understand that I have a reset button just like my phone does, just like my computer does. My life will ask me, do you want to reset? And it will ask me, am I sure? Because some information will be erased. And click yes, I am sure.
Yeah. And sometimes even reading a book, a lot of people don't even read the forward, nor do they read the cover, the back cover about the author.
Yeah.
Well, there's much more to the story.
Yeah.
Just because you're a single mom, you're a single father, you're at a certain age and you haven't had any kids or you haven't been married, it's not over. Right. You just have to keep striving to be set up in the opportunity to get what you desire. I always tell people you're something, but you have to be in the right place to become that. Mentally, spiritually, physically, geographically.
Yeah.
Literally, man, us making a move in our geographically was the best thing ever happened for us 3 years
Explain
ago.
Where are you from and how, explain that.
Well, we spent 12 years in Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. And
because of my opportunity for my wife's previous job, one of her previous jobs had an opportunity for us to move. We didn't have to take it.
Right.
We sat down and did a lot of praying about, what does this look like? We don't know anyone there. We've never been there. But hey, let's live. Was it scary? I'm not gonna say scary. Was it different? Yes. And it's different, scary sometimes? Yes. especially for a marriage, not knowing how the kids are going to react. It was challenging for us as parents. Our kids, man, they caught on quickly. That was one of our biggest fears.
Yes, it was definitely one of our biggest fears. Yeah. And when we moved, I actually moved first.
Yes, my wife spent 7 months down here.
8 months. 8 months here alone without the kids or Joaquin because they were finishing school. We were purchasing a home. We were doing all of that. And I lived in a hotel for 8 months.
Yeah. So yes, you all, I stayed home with 3 kids for 8 months. Solo. Yeah. Holding it down.
Yeah. He did. He really did. I mean, it really shifted our marriage. It shifted his relationship with the kids. And so that geographical move opened up a huge territory and a huge opportunity for us to create something different in our lives. And it hadn't stopped. It has not stopped.
So don't be afraid to do something different. Don't be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone and truly challenge yourself.
Yeah.
You know, this, I promise you, when you all look at us, this marriage alone is a challenge.
Yes. Any marriage is a challenge.
But especially when you're stepping outside of everything that's comfortable for you. My wife, look, recently divorced when she met me, 2 kids, marrying a younger man with no kids. I'm a young single man, no kids, never been married, meeting someone older with kids, previously married twice. That normally doesn't work.
Normally doesn't blend well. No.
It doesn't blend well. That's good, Jill.
And it's normally the attraction really is held off because of fears.
Yeah.
Fears on both sides. But what do you do when you don't even let the story you didn't try to start?
Yes.
What do you do when you have an opportunity to truly change your life and you don't even give it a chance? You don't even give yourself a chance to fail.
Yeah. And it's about being encouraged to rewrite your own narrative.
Yes.
Rewrite the narrative, because it doesn't have to be someone else's narrative for your life. And that's where we get so lost.
Yes.
Is we get lost in someone else writing the story for us. And we live it out. But that's not what your life, that may not be what your life is supposed to be. That was me for a very long time. I was letting everybody else write my story for me. And then I said, no, I've got to rewrite my own narrative. I want to be the narrator of that.
Yeah. And a lot of times people try to be what they see in their families, or they try to be what their family make them to be, or even what society says that they're going to be. And that's not the choice. There's something about you that's unique. And God made every one of us that way. You have to tap into that and be comfortable with that.
Yeah.
And being comfortable doesn't mean being comfortable. This right here, this right here. Look at me, y'all. This ain't comfortable to me. I'm sorry. This was not comfortable to me in the beginning.
Yeah.
Now,
camera talking like
this is me, because I never want to be one of those people that was, hey, look at me. But now I understand that it's not look at me. It's just me walking out my life.
Yeah.
And being proud of who I am, who God made me to be, and the role I play in this thing.
And it's funny because his degree is in communication.
Yeah.
His degree is in speech communication.
Oh my gosh. So you're great at this naturally.
Yeah. But it did take him a while to get familiar with being in this type of environment where something is watching him.
Yes.
And he's having to perform basically in front of
it's almost camera. You have to get out of the way of what people are going to think about you. Does my hair look right? Do I look good?
I know, right? And I have these darn headphones on. I'm like, oh, my hair. We're all that way. Come on, like my pigtails. I'm like, this is all looks weird. I'm like, we're all like that. Come on.
Yes.
We all get insecure. Like, okay, how's my hair look? You look good.
We do. And it's funny that you say that, because we talk a lot about looking in the mirror. Because people are looking in the mirror, and really the only time, Jill, we really look in the mirror is we look in the mirror to make sure that we don't have anything in our nose, or that we don't have any crust in our eyes, that, we're not ashy and we need to be oiled up or something. So we're just making sure we look the part, okay? And we look decent, But one of the things that we talk about a lot in Not Giving Up on You, that we talk about in grief recovery, we talk about it in so many different areas, is when you look in the mirror, look a little bit deeper. And what do you see?
Yeah.
Like, do you see that, that 17-year-old boy on the football field, his last year, and he's a senior in high school, and he's looking in the bleachers and his dad's not there.
Yeah.
How is he feeling?
Yeah.
Now, are you seeing him?
Yeah.
You see that 13-year-old girl who doesn't know where she's going to go because her family doesn't want her there. What do you see? And are you able to recover from the emotions, from the pain of what that particular moment in your life felt like? That you're not going to replay that. And sometimes we don't look deep enough.
Yeah.
And it causes us to want to give up, because when we do look at ourselves from that perspective, like a deeper look beyond the cosmetics of it, when we look there, we feel stupid, we feel dumb, we feel insufficient. We feel like we're the sum of our old mistakes.
Yeah.
We don't. That's the thing that we see, but we have got to see the beauty in the brokenness.
Yes.
because there is beauty in it.
Yep.
And too often people give up because they fail to see beyond the cracks, beyond the brokenness, to see that I still have something left to do here on earth. And that's why I got up this morning, to be able to look in this mirror. So today, if they leave with nothing else today, is remember that you have an appendix, that there is a part of your life called the appendix. Okay. Start reading it. Start utilizing the information that is in your appendix and implement it into your life, and it can change your life. We are sitting here because we utilize the appendix in our story.
Yeah, not only start reading it, start writing your appendix. Take the chance to start writing your own appendix. If you don't see it right now, start writing it and allow other people from the outside to see your appendix live itself out. Yeah. It's a choice. It's a personal choice to wake up every morning to say, hey, this is what my life can be like, and this is what it's going to be like today.
Yeah. And speaking of the appendix, could you hold it up again? Tell me more about the book itself. What exactly is it covering? What certain areas that are good for us? An extensive manual to help you most restore and renew your life, relationships, and marriage. Okay, perfect.
Yes, that's exactly what it is. It's going to cover, what does resetting look like?
Got it. The whole reset process. Okay.
Yeah, it's your reset, restore, and renew. It's all different. It is different phases within becoming who you are meant to become. Because sometimes, just like your computer, your phone, your electronic devices, period, they have to be reset. You got to do that rebooting process at least once a year, so that you can, because everything is piling up, that you got to press that reset or reboot so that you can get rid of some old information that's weighing you down.
And truth be told, we see it throughout our lifetime.
Yes.
As individuals, when your phone pops up and says there's an update, you normally hit yes because you want to work better. There are some times in your life
I hit ignore.
No, see, that's the problem.
I'm scared because I'm scared. Every time I do those phone updates, something goes wrong with my phone, or it's going to get stuck. So I get scared.
but you know what? I'm glad you said that. That's how people are in life.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
There's something telling you deep inside yourself or in your head that, hey, this person needs to be out of your life. You need to move here. You need to do this. People are afraid because it doesn't look like what their norms. But they don't realize sometimes making a new norm is the best thing you can ever do for your life. And when you make a new norm, you're probably going to be ostracized and critiqued and ridiculed by a lot of people that are close to you. So changing and making your life better is not always the easiest thing to do. Sometimes it's painful. But on the other side of pain, hey, there's relief.
Yeah. And so you have to be willing to press reset. You got to be willing to press update, because some of that information you don't need with you anyway. You don't need it. And that's why your devices are trying to get rid of it, because it doesn't need it. You don't even use it. When was the last time you looked at it? Okay.
True.
Like, you don't need it. You know, when
true.
At it? So get that stuff out of there. The old pictures from 10 years ago, girl, get them out your phone, get them off your computer, get them out of your life. Because if you keep going back to that same place, that is where you're going to stay. That is where you're going to stay. So the appendix will go for pre-sale January 5th.
Great.
For January the 5th. It will go on pre-sale, and they will start being released around January the 21st. So, yeah.
And you're the first to hear it. Hey,
we are. This is awesome. And so from where will people be able to get copies of it?
Oh, go to our website.
www.blendedandwinning.com.
Awesome. Yes. And then the TV show starts January 18th.
And January 18th on YouTube. Subscribe to Joaquin and Stacey Loper. It will premiere at 9:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. That is exciting. So this is the first of the series. Now, how does it work to see if you get renewed and do it again? Yeah, so we're working toward that. We'll see. We'll see what happens. What comes in 2022? If there'll be a season 2, who knows? And how many months did you do shooting? We did shooting 1 month. One whole month. Yeah. Wow. 24/7 cameras everywhere. Oh my God. Well, Jill, when I tell you, I did not know that production days were so long, 12 to 14 hours is a production day. And I was like, I am tired. And then he's up at 4:30 so he can meet the crew at 5:30. And like, hey, you can have that, honey. I'm not getting up that early. That's exactly what she said. I'm not getting up that early.
I guess we'll probably see her in bed dragging like, I'm not getting up.
No, I would just take her coffee into her room. And when she comes out, she's perky then. So
yeah. Aw, that's sweet of you to do. You serve her coffee every day?
Yes.
Every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Every morning.
Literally, she has her own barista. I got tired of seeing the Starbucks budget go up. And I was like,
it's expensive.
So I took about 3 months to get her coffee to perfection a few years ago, and now I just make a coffee every morning.
He makes me coffee every morning.
Aww, the little things that keep things going, and those are important things that I'm sure you work on with your couples. It's the little things. What little thing that she does that you appreciate more than anything?
Encourage me. That's what she does. She pushes me. She never allows me to be stagnant. She doesn't allow me to be in neutral. She's always pushing me. Yeah. So that's the best thing she could ever do for me. Yeah.
Oh.
That is. I mean, a little thing, because I don't do much of anything else. I'm a teacher. So it's like I taught school for 15 years, and it was like, that's in me. Yeah. But I definitely encourage him. Men have this mind where it goes 90 to nothing all the time. They're constantly thinking. And that's, one of Joaquin's things. He's always thinking of, our finances, what we're doing next, and how this is going to look, and things of that nature. And all of that comes from where he comes from, the type of life he grew up in. And I don't ever want my husband to feel like he has to go back there. That's the type of life we're going to live. Yeah. So I'm always encouraging him on knowing what he can do, because sometimes we can kind of, like we tell everybody else, we can all kind of look at ourselves and be like, oh, I can't do this. I can't do that, Yeah, and sometimes you're saying you can't do it because of the fear and not giving yourself the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's one thing. My wife pushes me when I would tell her my desires, my dreams. She's like, okay, let's make it happen. And I'd be like, no, I'm just telling you, no. If that's a desire, let's go for it. I'm like, no, I'm just, and next thing you know, we in it. Yeah.
Hence your own show premiering January 18th. That's awesome.
There you go.
Oh.
So go ahead, Jill.
No. I was going to just ask you to sum up today's show for us. We have another minute and a half left. So I just want to make sure, we're covering everything for you. I mean, we've talked a lot. I'm excited about the book, excited about the show. And what did you want to leave everyone with today?
We want to leave people with, don't give up on you.
Yes. When you look in that mirror, be encouraged.
Yeah. Be encouraged to know that you can do it, and connect to us. blendedandwinning.com, Joaquin and Stacey Loper on YouTube. That Loper lady, if you really want like a wake up, a joke or something, that Loper lady on TikTok. And then on Instagram, blended_and_winning. So connect to us and just be inspired. Be inspired to know that this is not the end of your story. There is an appendix that's attached.
Beautiful. Which is coming out January 5th.
Yes.
It's my son's birthday, so I remember. Yes. Awesome. Well, guys, congratulations. Thank you again for sharing this breaking big news with us today, and the book, the show. Always a pleasure to work with the two of you. And seriously, you're going to be like picked up by like A&E or like E! Channel soon, and you're going to be too big of a celebrity. I'll be like interviewing like, hello. And you're like,
well, look, y'all heard it first.
Jill who? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm dealing with Oprah today. I'm sorry. But love you guys, really. You'll know you guys are grounded, great people. Never forget where you came from. You guys are great. And again, blendedandwinning.com. Premiere of the show, January 18th. YouTube, it's Joaquin and
Stacey Loper.
Perfect. Yes. Guys, thank you so much.
Thank you, Jill. Happy holidays.
Oh, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year. Are we speaking again next week?
We are speaking next week.
Yes, Good.
All right. Yeah. Enjoy your Christmas. If you guys celebrate, you got to ask. I don't know what to. Happy Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Yes,
love you guys.
I love it.
Bye. Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
For nearly 2,000 severely injured veterans, everyday life has become filled with barriers.
Day-to-day simple tasks can become pretty daunting.
I have to carry my chair up 2 flights of steps or have somebody do it for me.
What scares me the most is just the falling.
When I'm struggling with my house, I think, to have that one great barrier just knocked down, it's crucial.
Home for Our Troops is a wonderful nonprofit that builds a
mortgage-free, fully adaptive, handicap-accessible house.
And there's no catch.
It'll be our very first home that we've ever owned.
This is a game changer.
This is where your life begins again.
We need you to join us in completing this important mission. Please visit hfotusa.org and help build homes and rebuild lives.
Because of you, everything's going to be okay.